Hi everyone watching this. I hope you're all doing well and not suffering any bad effects from the coronavirus. So that's been just over 1 month since I've been furloughed. In the UK, if you're not from the UK and you're watching this, the UK government said any company that needs to do this, which is every company, we will pay, the UK government will pay 80% of the salary of all of your staff up to the £2,500 a month salary range. So pretty much all companies went, great, because we can't do any business just now. There goes all our staff, or at least a huge amount of staff furloughed. So we're not working, and we're not allowed to do any work for our companies while the time we're furloughed. The company I work for kept about 30 staff on, 30, just because that's the amount of people that are required to keep the company running. I don't think there's anybody in sales, but we've got accounts, we've got maintenance, we've got the maintenance managers, we've got some, not so much new business, but partly new business and dealing with landlords, dealing with tenants. There's lots of move outs, lots of checkouts, there's lots of deposits, there's a finance side, there's an account side, there's an HR department, there's the directors obviously, there's people running the kind of development of the app and all that stuff. So even though I think I've let's say it's a staff of 150, they're running on a staff of 30 at the moment. So big changes going on there. A lot of stress for the people who are still in work. A lot of them not able to work from the office, having to do it from home while juggling kids. What an absolute nightmare. So feeling slightly blessed by the fact that I can be at home with my kids, spend this time instead of trying to find childcare. Well, there is no childcare place open during this time, so just keeping my head down and trying to go through this. So, but at the same time, one of the things they say on furlough is that you're still able to do training and research while you're not working. So one of the training courses that I follow, there's a company in the UK called Rightmove, which is a sales portal. And they do webinars, which are quite good. Some very motivational, some great ones on there. I've signed up, and I like to watch their photography advice there, just to see what their photographer advises agents or companies or individuals regarding photography there. And so here's something interesting. They're now telling how to teach your customers. So imagine I'm an agent here. How to teach your customer and yourself how to take good photos. It's also potentially asking tenants to take photos of the house that they're in. Let's say it's a rental one. Tenants take photos of their house so the house can go on the market. That's going to be a tricky one. So let's think about that for a little bit, and let's look at some photos and how bad it can go. So the training that the guy gives on the Right Move is all fine. He's saying, yeah, we can't advise everyone to go out and get a digital SLR, an ultra-wide-angle lens, Adobe Lightroom, and Adobe Photoshop. That's not, you can't go ask your tenant to buy all that stuff. But here's some tips of how to compose, how to get it straight, how to get it bright enough, what apps to use on your iPhone, because that's the other thing. They're trying to say, yeah, you're going to have to take all your photos with a phone camera. That is just going to be disastrous photos going on there. But at the same time, might not be the worst thing in the world, but just, especially when there's no comparison at the moment. It's not like, oh, well, I'm in massive competition with lots. In the letting industry, there may be a lot of competition, but I think the competition now is going to be massively guided by price, because there's going to be so many properties on the market for rent, so few people with enough money to pay the rent, that prices are going to go through the floor. I think trying to get tenants to take photos is going to be very difficult, and landlords will take photos that they'll think are brilliant, which is probably the best thing, actually. So many landlords go, I've taken amazing photos, and you kind of go, they're terrible, but at least they can't complain about anything going on there. So is also advising what photos to take. A couple shots of the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen from a couple of angles, the garden, the external, the back, the view, the balcony. There's lots of things to make sure that they take photos of, not just 4 or 5 photos. However, I have found a disastrous trend when you've not used professional photographers on this, that the photos are just not that great. So yeah, it's going to be a good market, I think, for professional photographers to approach maybe individual landlords that are selling, maybe, and say, hey, if you're selling and you want good photos, give me a call and I can go in whenever the house is empty. Maybe that might be an idea. But yeah, some of the photos are pretty bad. Here, do you want to see some examples? Let's go for some examples. Here I found a property on the market. We've got to remember, these are not professional photographers, so I'm not rating them in terms of a professional. It's like, oh, why is it not straight? Why have they not taken it from further back? Why have they got converging verticals? Why have they not got a shot of the garden? Why is it overexposed from the sky? There's 100 million things I can say about this photo, but we're not going to. Just the things which should be blindingly, painfully obvious. So next shot. Great shot. Second shot for a property for sale. And going for a great stairgate. No, there's not a stairgate. It's just a stairway shot. Love it. Kitchen area. High up angle, kind of orange. Wonky angles, but fine. Bedroom. Never shoot it straight on, especially with a small room like that. Got to shoot it at an angle. They look like they've got a fairly wide angle lens, but no. Bathroom, very pointed down the way. Generally don't use that. A living room, not too bad. Again, living room, bedroom, garden. Just I think that's the only shot of the garden. So no shot going back to the house. High up, they've got the light on. Good move. And then, so that was it. It was like 9 photos. Could do with more. Let's see some more. Here's one which I thought, hold on, this one isn't too bad. Well, the property is very nice. Nice internals. They could have moved the plant sprayer, but looks pretty fresh. Okay, it could do with a couple of angle changes, maybe some lights on as well, but otherwise, not bad. But there's an inconsistency going on here. So I don't know whether they've got a professional photographer. They've got somebody with a proper camera, and then their next shot. So again, there seems to be something where landlords or tenants are sending through the photos, and there's just massive inconsistency with the photos. Like, this is a very pixelated, blurry image. Very, very strange there. So you're like, that's pretty rubbish. But then, crisp and sharp and almost straight. Very cool house. Loving it. Great light coming in. Good colours. Well exposed. Almost straight lines. I'm thinking they've gone back to the professional photographer. It looks wide angle. It's got pretty much all the corners of the house. Looking good. Again, okay, a bit of a funky angle there, but looking good. Okay, no complaints with that going on. Bedroom, okay, clearly we haven't got the wide angle shot here. It's not wide angle enough. Bit of a cramped shot there, so wide angle. But they've gone for 2 shots. So like that, at least when you can't fit it all in, take multiples. You're not really learning anything new from that secondary photo. Third photo, same room. Is it the same? Hold on, where's the light bulb gone? First one, light bulb was up, unless it's a different room. Hold on. Brown curtains, plug hole there. Yeah, maybe the light bulb moves up and down. Don't know. Interesting. Next shot. This is where a floor plan really come in handy, because that bed is rammed up against the wall there. But again, it's bright, it's exposed right, it's kind of got straight lines, not a problem. Study, looking good. The other room, fine. We'll go with that. Then bathroom. This is where it gets interesting. So far it's all been good. And I'm like, right, okay, well, it's all been fine. In the bathroom, Okay. We normally tell them to shoot from an angle, try and get shots of everything, maybe take the toilet roll away. Next shot, that is it. Really showing off the tiling? Maybe maybe this is what owners kind of think, oh, this is a detail shot, we need to show this off. No, and for some reason it's really pixelated, and then next shot, I don't know what I'm looking at there. Bathroom doesn't show anything. It's like it's been cropped. I'm guessing that's like a thing for a toilet flush. Maybe there's a toilet down here. Don't know. Can't see it. Still can't see it from the other angle of the bathroom. Very interesting. Garden shot. Look at that garden shot. That's it. 16. Another great garden shot. How that got uploaded? What are they trying to show there? No idea. Interesting. Here's a more advanced topic here. This shot, if you're wanting to get, is a nice door, nice paint job, interesting stairs, a cool poster on the right. I would take away all those keys from the left-hand side. Part of a security issue is look at that post box there and look at where those keys are. If I was a seasoned criminal, I would know, right, okay, so all I need is a coat hanger, not very long, keys are on the left. If I put it in the letterbox, I could probably see where the keys are, and I could probably get the keys out of that. So that is actually a shot which I wouldn't take, because it shows a very precarious key holding position that any good criminal could see their way to break into that property if the keys were still in there, and then down there. So yeah, so just it was just very odd how that and what was the other one? That that get uploaded. Let's go for some more. Should we go for some more? So here, look at this place. This is going for like £2,500 a month. Night shot, okay, loving it. And then what is going? It's just the quality is so bad. I don't know whether they've stolen it from another site and it's just like been a screen grab and they've tried to copy it or something. But then this quality is good. So there's something seriously going on here that's wrong. Also, shooting at night time, not the best time to shoot the house. I like how they kept the door open. That would be one of the bits of advice I say. But only the door open if it's leading to another room. I suspect that's leading to heating of some sort. Bathroom, put the toilet seat down. Again, £2,500, but London, and that was it. 5 images, superb. Let's see another. So this one starts off with when it was the small thumb. That's what it is. Somebody's just downloading the thumbnails and uploading them. I think that's what it is. There's something going on with whoever are sending the photos, whether it's the landlord, whether it's the tenants, whether the agents it's uploading, but they're uploading the thumbnail there, and that's why it's so pixelated. Okay, figured that one out. Lovely. Plants, things, yeah, nice. Then internal, so they've obviously uploaded a thumbnail, and then in here they've got the actual right photos. So here, I would say, fair enough, exposed, almost straight angles, fine. This one's kind of gone a little bit blurry again. This one's a bit of a funky angle. This one's really going at a funny angle here, because there is funny. This one's really, like, I think they were, you just think they were getting more and more wonky as they went through. Bathroom, tight shot, so again, not using a wide angle lens, but yeah, just 7 images. Again, part of the process that we're going with making a standard in property photography is making sure that there are photos of everything in the property, that there are no questions to be asked before or once people are at the property. Now, one of the places I love going, Zoopla. So here's another thing, is I don't understand how any property would be going on the market just now, because two things. I'm pretty certain that the home report companies have closed down. So to get your house to be legally sold, it needs to have a thing called a home report, which is a company comes out, tests everything in the house, tests the electrics, the insulation, damp, the age of the house and all this stuff, and it gives you a report of how energy efficient it is and what price it should be and blah blah blah. They're not doing any work just now, and you've got to have one of those to sell your property, and they run out or they become invalid after 3 months if the property hasn't sold and a new one needs to be done. So I don't know what properties are getting put onto the market at the moment. So the only thing I think is that properties being added with the idea that you'll sell it in the future, maybe. But let's have a look at the most recent one. So again, most recent will make me think that it's companies which have furloughed most of their staff, and maybe they're just doing 1 or 2 members of staff or something just to using their camera phones. So first one, let's see. I haven't checked all these ones. This one, 3-bed, semi-detached house, fine external, wonky angle. So yeah, we've got. This is where I find it such a shame. It's like the owner here has clearly put in some styling furniture and funky posters and fluffed up their pillows and tidied this place as well as they can, and then the photos are just not even straight. Like, you don't even need to put an app on your phone to get the grid for you to make a straight line. I would really say that is just unacceptable to be that. But you, as an owner, would you not just say, "Why haven't you got straight photos? Please retake these photos. Please straighten them." Here, they've managed to get it straight. Lovely garden, huge garden, trampoline, everything, great. Nice shot here, nice shot. Bathroom, fine. Ooh, look at that. This is like a show home. Maybe it is a show home. Looking good, looking good. Kids' room, so clearly not a show home. Oh, look at that garden. Nice. Dalkeith. Look at that. Looks lovely. So yeah. So, and they've even photoshopped out number plates. So they've got the ability to take out number plates, but yet they can't straighten up angles. This is what there's this weird stuff going on here. These new builds, I've only got 4 photos. These are all computer generated images. They don't count. Here's one, Belvoir, for over £500,000 property. Belvoir, I didn't think would be doing anything at the moment. Let's see what's going on here. Very nice external. Very nice. Quiet, clearly. Lockdown. Nobody's able to go anywhere. Next external. Some angles coming in here and some weak Photoshop skills as they've forgotten to add the blue sky behind that part of the balcony up here. But we'll let that go. But clearly somebody qualified enough to do Photoshop in skies. And then we've gone for the really, really orange look. No lights on. I think they've used flash though, because this is bright over here. It's just the inconsistency. Yeah, they're using flash. Clearly not able to color correct their photos, changing the white balance in their shots. Really orange, more correct color tone, more correct. That's all right. Fine. Interesting angle. We're going greener. We're going bluer. The camera is really struggling to figure out what white balance to go here. Nice views. Possibly Photoshop that bit as well. No sun in that one. So that one's looking good. And back to the externals. But yeah, so clearly not capable of doing white balance correction for the inside. So again, that's something which is easily sorted out afterwards. Let's go see some more. Here's a good one. Future property auctions. I wonder if this means that it's always a terrible property. I don't know. £185,000. Where is it? Was that one? Nope. This one? Nope. I'll close those ones. How many? 9 images. Not looking the best here. Where is this? West Linton. Cool. Cool house. They've used flash in that photo. They've used flash in that photo as well. Not too bad. They've got. I was going to say they were doing well with their straight lines. Oh, bigger. I didn't realize. Bigger. Yeah. Lost their angles. Not quite well exposed enough there, but. And yeah, not the worst actually. Not the worst. Not bad. I'll give them a pass on that one. Here's another one. Whitburn. Another £185,000. Okay, I'm going with it. I can already tell this might be bad. This one's a bit of a funky angle, but you know, any camera can take an external. That's not a challenge. Inside, okay, not too bad. Flash burn at the top, almost straight lines. I would open that door, but otherwise it's quite difficult to see what's going on there. Wow, disco lights in here. Definitely using flash, almost getting straight lines. Again, it's just simple straightening. Oh, then they're getting really off, and they've gone for the flash off the forehead there. But that's fine. Interesting bathroom shot. Oh, okay. Here's where they haven't managed to balance flashlight and ambient light. So that's interesting. So clearly got the equipment, don't quite know how to use it. Same going on here. I love the plant going on over there. Great bathroom. Anyway, let's go look at what I thought might be a brilliant one. This one is going for £1.5 million. Block of flats. So it's a block of flats. So that's what you get. You get a whole block of flats, £1.5 million. National property, not heard of them before. Looking at that straight and external, interesting. Poorly exposed, poor colour choice, poor angle, but not to worry. I'm sure their next shot is going to be great. Let's see this one here. Perfect. Maybe it gets better. Fine. Oh, angles. Oh, do not. Oh, there's some serious issues going on here with the do not break. What's that? Your plumbing has been. Oh, even better. Bedroom door number 2. What's behind door number 2? Oh, well, again, again. That's on a fridge. Why would a fridge not be allowed to be opened? I understand if it's over taps and stuff, saying do not touch or something because, there might be water leakage or something going on here. But that looks like a new cooker as well with a new. You can see they haven't taken all the blue plastic off that yet. Oh, beds. Oh, squatters in this place maybe. Hard to tell. And yeah, again, don't use the toilets. And bedroom number 3. Brilliant. Again. There must be a level of, they've gone for 50 photos here. There must be a level of embarrassment for the fact that you've got a £1.5 million of property, even if you're getting a 1% commission of that. To think that you can't even straighten the photo after or before you upload it. Really, is it? And then let's see, the internals are fine, but yeah, shockers. And again, what is the deal with the bedroom, with the external door photos? Spectacular. So yeah, the idea that we're going to be able to teach our agents, teach our landlords, teach our tenants to take photos of their properties that they want to sell is a noble task. I don't think it's going to be very successful, and if it were, I think any professional photographer coming back to the market will be able to massively make their properties stand out and look fantastic compared to the sea of terrible photos going out everywhere. So I do see hope in the market for us photographers and for people putting their property back on the market. But if you are an owner and you're selling your house and your house is worth hundreds of thousands of pounds, if you're having photos put up which are completely at an angle, that wasn't too bad, and unable to be straightened up or even rotated into the correct position, I would definitely be requesting a massive discount. Yeah, can I have all my fees back now? And asking for professional or just new marketing photos being taken. Because that's... I understand you're not going to be touching any of that stuff or changing that stuff, but there is a limit of embarrassment there should be within an agent themselves wanting to get photos that are at least rotated in the right position. So that's how the market's looking good now.